Here at LLG, I would say that probably 75% of the work that we do, either with individuals or teams, involves some form of assessment. That's not to say that an assessment is absolutely required every time. However, we find that they're a really great way to quickly gather a lot of information. They're a really great way to create sort of a starting point of creating some self-awareness and the discussion that ensues, which is why we tend to use those a lot. All of these things can be done in other ways. What we tend to find, though, is that those other ways require a little bit more time commitment of individuals and teams, which is pulling resources away from the work that they need to do. So by doing these online assessments, which can be done in a short amount of time, compiling and gathering information, when we do pull the teams together, we're really able to launch the program in a meaningful and impactful way, taking a deep dive quickly versus using that time together to gather information and have discussion. Again, both are useful, both are value. It just tends to be the direction that we find most clients want to go. Okay, so now you're trying to trick me because I just said that all assessments are good. However, here at LLG, we do have a few that we use quite regularly. Emotional intelligence is one. We also do a fair bit of work with the Strengths Deployment Inventory, which explores our motivations, our values, and our strengths, and how those show up when we communicate and when there's conflict involved. I think probably, if I was to say it out loud, the most effective tool that I've been working with clients right now is the Leadership Circle 360. 360 assessments are a really valuable tool to get to know how we see ourselves, how we perceive ourselves, but also how others experience us. And this becomes really important in particularly leadership development, where sometimes we have patterns of thought, patterns of behavior, and they impact those around us and we're not aware of it. So anything that we can do to increase that line of sight, sort of shine the light into those corners that maybe we don't spend a lot of time, identifying those patterns as well as blind spots, can be really valuable. And I find that the conversation and the discussion at both an individual level and a team level that comes out of this particular model are exceptional at creating shifts and changes in teams, individuals, and organizations.